what does a website must have to rank for voice search? All right, so for voice search, what does your website must have? Kind of mouthful. The tricky thing with voice search is that Siri or Google Home or whatever you're using for voice search, right? Whatever platform, they're only bringing you back one result, right? So in Google, it's like they say that if you don't, if you're found on the second page, right, like you're dead, and sayings like that, like it doesn't matter, right? That's where you hide a dead body, right? With voice search, guys, like if you're not on the first page, you're done, right? You're hosed. With voice search, I'm sorry, if you don't rank, right, and be that first result, you don't have a chance. So I put together what I think are the top voice search best practices. Okay, and we've been doing some analysis lately on this. My team's been doing some analysis lately on this, and these are common things that I'm seeing. Okay, these are common things that I'm seeing over and over and over again, right? The sites that are coming through and the results are coming through in voice search, these are the things that they have in common. Okay, first and foremost, guys, fast website load time, like that spans way further than just SEO. And it's such a user experience signal, right? Google, at the end of the day, they want users to have good experiences. If they don't have a good experience, Google isn't going to keep feeding you the traffic, right? So fast website load time. For this, I would say 3.5 seconds, 3 seconds or less. Okay, and you guys should be able to really get it under that. HTTPS is so important now for ranking, period. None of my websites don't have SSLs unless I don't care about Google's traffic. And you guys know me, I'm very reliant on Google traffic. SSLs are super important, guys. For most hosts, you can get them for free. There's other providers out there where you can actually, doesn't matter what host or most hosts it works with, you can actually go get an SSL for free. So don't let the price be a deterrent. Every website, no matter what, should have an SSL if you're wanting it to have any type of presence in Google. Next is, what's interesting is when you look at what the results are for voice search, you see the voice search results are very short and concise answers. Okay, they're very short and concise, like snippets of text. But here's the thing. What we found is that they are typically a very small, short snippet of text, but it's in a much bigger piece of content, right? So writing out, right, like how do I rank in voice search, and then answering it to try to rank in voice search isn't going to work very well, right? Instead, what you would want to do is have a big, massive, mammoth post, right, on your WordPress site or on your site about how to rank in Google, period, right? And then one of the sections would specifically be about voice search. Okay, so what we're finding is that, yes, they're short and concise answers, okay, but Google's really pulling these, right, from these much bigger snippets of content. Okay, next up is schema. Guys, every single kind of schema that you can put on your website, you should be putting on your website, right? Your local business type, if it's one of the types that's listed, right? Your open and close hours, right? Reviews, if you have reviews that you can use, right, for your products. If you have recipes on your site, recipes, right? Like literally every single type of schema that you have, you should be trying to get on your site. Okay, posts with social engagement. When we look at what's ranking, when we see what's working now in terms of voice search, right? Posts are having social engagement, right? They're being shared, right? That is definitely a trust signal, right? That's something that we've been talking about here at Digital Triggers for literally years, right? Your site needs social engagement. Obviously, there's lots of ways to get social engagement. And your social engagement metrics are really, understand that you're only competing with other sites trying to rank for those keywords, right? right? It's an A/B comparison. It's not against the whole internet, right? A local roofing company isn't going to have 5,000 people talking about their local roofing company. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, so it's relative. Understand that. Okay, find, answer, and subheading of larger posts. We talked about this. You'll find that often, very, very often, when using voice search, you will see that very often that website is ranking their desktop content or their mobile content. They're ranking normally, okay, without voice search. Okay, so we did some analysis, and roughly like 90 or 95% of any voice search result was ranking in the top 3 of Google. So if you don't rank in the top 3 of Google for a search term, right, understand that you're not going to have a chance, most likely, to come up for voice search. Okay, and last tip here is lots of this, let me fix that real quick. That's the mouthful. This should say lots of voice search results come from featured snippets. Okay, so you guys have all seen the featured snippets at the top of Google, right? And if you're ranking in the featured snippets, there's a really, really good chance that you're also going to rank in voice search.